shock to me this time of day to be on a bus.
I mean, it could be because he said DCC is out, so it's at least.
Well, no. And then again, don't read into what I'm saying. I'm just saying it's a new experience for me.
Well, that's what they're thinking. That's what the thinking is. You know, we got to get the service where these people don't count, basically, because there's not enough of them. That's the thinking. I understand.
The other things, we're at the end of the route. You know, I mean, what do you have
going? Your route, at the end of the 73, there will be any
I'm saying if you only have one really origin, you get ton of people on, then it'll
go on.
We
had a full load.
Yeah, so you get a full load at the start maybe, but it'll peter out. You know.
Hey, Joseph, does TriMet collect employment taxes from this area of the service district or not?
Yeah,
they do. From this area? Yeah, well, sure they do. That's how they pay for. That's how they pay in part for their bus service.
They're paying into the service.
I mean, that's part of the controversy. Is that they're having. I mean, everybody pays equally into the service on an individual basis.
Every business. It's a business tax, right?
It is a business tax.
Well, it's a payroll. So
it is a payroll tax, but sometimes the business, like the Oregonian, pays our TriMet tax for us.
Yeah. People are contacting you, so they're not getting any satisfaction from TriMet. Is that what's happening?
A lot of times that's the case, especially when it comes to things like the fare machines downtown.
Oh, that's disgraceful.
Yeah, that's
really,
I probably get 5 complaints a week on fare machines.
Yeah, that really is.
Am I right? Sometimes it's unusual. I'll write about it.
I don't know why you can't get that fixed. Why don't they fix that?
they're working on it.
Back in hearing that, how many years have you been?
I haven't had a complaint in a while.
Oh.
Yeah, it's been about a month since the last
Wow.
Steve Mantis said at one of the meetings they're really going to have to try to have a workforce so they can really.
But you know, it's not just bus drivers who think I hate them. You know, the fare inspectors, supervisors, they think I hate them because I'll write about an inspector who gave a ticket to a rider who shouldn't have gotten a ticket, and I'll do the story, and as a result, the rider gets the ticket torn up because they shouldn't have received the ticket.
Well, I'm glad you came out tonight to see you, because that makes me feel better about it. Sure. Now I understand where you're at. That's good.
Well, I have no agenda against TriMet other than I'd like to see it succeed and have people be able to utilize it, and it's on time and it's comfortable and efficient.
Well, is it comfortable and efficient?
I've lived in a few cities in Europe and the States, and I have to say it's probably the best transit service that I've ever used. I can't think of a time where I lived in a city where I feel like I want to take my parents when they're visiting, take them on the Max, or take them on, pop the bus that stops outside our house.
Really?
Yeah. I've been on the LA system. I've been essentially everywhere I go, especially now with this job. I try to ride public transit at least once. I was just in DC 2 weeks ago.
Oh yeah, for that journalism.
So it is because it's so good because it's clean and efficient. Well, I'm trying to figure out why you think
It's on time.
it's on time.
It is on time. I find that the buses the Max trains are more times than not right on time. Sometimes a little early. I find it's the only city where I've lived where when people get off the bus, they think the bus driver.
Supposedly they do that in New York.
What's that?
Supposedly they do that in New York.
When I was in New York.
No, not New York. Portland's a very nice.
I gotta tell you, the light rail system's great, largely because it's integrated with the planning. We don't have urban sprawl here to the extent other cities do, so the light rail works. And as a result, like Seattle, they're trying to build a light rail system like Portland's have been for 10 years. The reason they can't do it is because essentially it's a system that goes to nowhere.
I don't know. I don't get. I mean, I lived in Boston. I thought that was great.
I've never been to Boston.
New York. How can you beat the New York subway?
Well, it's not as clean as though the Max.
Well, it's not as clean.
Yeah, see,
New York.
It's New York.
Not really even a city.
But that's
really.
what I'm saying. I mean,
Portland's still actually not a city yet. They're trying to ruin it and make it a real city.
It used to be a lot worse though in the 70s in New York.
What? Well, New York is New York. I mean, what do you expect in New York?
I'm saying
everybody, a million people in one square block.
it's not. It used to be the most economical too, but I can't say that anymore. The price of tickets have gone up so much.
think he's a very nice guy, and I believe him that he's doing his job. He's
I think
reporting
we're
on
lucky
these.
to have him. They used to have stiff stuff in.
I might have misinterpreted his anti-bus driver rhetoric a bit, but I'm very sensitive to that because I know how the public reacts to anti-TriMet, anti-bus driver rhetoric, which inflames the public, which is already not all that supportive from where I sit. Maybe I'm wrong. You know, sometimes you're in a position you're so close to the action that you can't tell what's going on. You know, I understand that, but I certainly felt like he's a reasonable man, and I believe him that he's just reporting on it. After he explained how these things came to, he's not finding these stories; these stories are being brought to his attention. So that's certainly a reasonable explanation for doing the stories. And I actually did think that he might have been trying to inflame the. Sell copy or whatever they sell. I don't know how to do things.
Well, he just does a weekly column, so that's it. You know.
I know, but he wants people to read it. And how do you get people to read it? You know, you do sensationalized stories. How do you get people to do this, read it? You know? I don't care if anybody ever reads mine. I'm not doing it to get readers. I do it because I want to do it.
But it's your personal diary.
My personal stuff. I couldn't care less of anybody. He's doing it as a business. It's different. It's different than what you and me are doing. We're doing it because we like to do it. It's a hobby, as you pointed out. We would be doing this if nobody read it and looked at it. I'd still be doing it. He's doing it as a business, which makes it a different emphasis. And obviously enjoys the topic matter. But I'm glad that he explained it to me. I don't think there's an agenda. I don't really think he has an agenda. I was wrong. I didn't know that until today.